Okay, this is the way I like to test my spark plugs when I question whether they're good or bad. I get me a piece of PVC hose, clear, one air fitting, put it in. You'll need 2 clamps. You put the spark plug in the end. This is 1/2-inch ID hose. I've used this a long time. You can see that it's not brand new, like the clamps. And you can also see that it's brown and colored from age, showing the age. I just tighten this up. So it can't push out. We're going to be adding air pressure to represent the compression ratio in an engine. And we'll plug that into the spark source. And for me, I want you to see that I'm going to have air pressure. I'm going to turn this one up to about 150. Maybe it won't make a 50. Anyways, I have another regulator at the tank. This one don't go that high. It goes to about 130-ish maybe. So this will be good enough to prove my point. This is how I usually test it, but I use a direct air line. And I wanted you to see the gauge to know that there is air pressure to this. So I'll plug it in. It's easier with just the hose, but and of course I don't want to go in, so I got the wrong fitting. Oh well, we'll go direct because I know it's 160. Okay. Now that we got that air pressurized with 160 psi, I'm going to turn the lights off. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I've got the lights turned off. I'm hooking up the ground to the spark plug case. And without the air pressure, I wanted to show you that it would spark. All plugs usually will. Now we're going to give it some air pressure. This is a brand new spark plug, by the way. So let this camera quit moving around. I bumped it. You can see that under 160 psi, that spark plug is sparking. 100% good spark plug. A cheap, economical way to test your spark plug without buying a $600 or $700 spark plug cleaner and tester. I do this a lot. I've been doing it quite a while. You can tell by the hose. I recommend wearing PPE. Make sure you wear some safety goggles, because if you buy a cheap hose, it's liable to pop and explode. You don't want that. You want to be safe. I don't know what compression ratio your engine may have, but that's the compression pressure you should have in this airline. If it's 140, set it at 140. If it's 120, set it at 120. It'll tell you what that spark plug is doing under compression, and it's cheap. You got probably less than 20 bucks wrapped up in fittings, hose, and clamps, compared to buying the expensive aviation style spark plug cleaner tester unit. Those are awesome. Used to have one. My dad had one. And for an example, it took me 4 sets of spark plugs to come up with 8 good ones for a small block Chevy I had that was performance built. And this was back in the 80s, And the parts guy couldn't believe me, and I had to bring him out and show him how the tester worked. Why do you think the aviation industry uses them for airplane spark plugs? They use it for a reason, because they know what they have in their motor. Last thing you want in the sky is your spark plug's not working. So I recommend this. When you have a doubt, this is the best way to know what that spark plug's doing. All that other stuff, I kind of think of it as crap unless you're checking for an initial spark at the end of that spark plug wire. That's all I've got to say. Buy quality hose though. There's cheap stuff out there that's really thin, and I know it will not hold. A lot of it's rated for 30 psi. You want something that's thick. This is the thicker stuff, and it was rated for 200 psi. I don't know what's out there available today, but at the time when I bought that, it's been great all along, and this is about 20 years old. So be safe when doing this, and have a good day. Thank you. Now I also wanted to add, you can get these spark plug cleaners from Harbor Freight for like $9. It does come with one little baglet of sand. I believe it's quartz sand, quartz silicate. But these work really good. I've worn 3 of these out, literally. So if you want to clean your spark plugs and test them for the cheapest way to do it, these 2 are the best way, and you know for a fact that your spark plug is in good condition. It wouldn't hurt to run a ohm test on the spark plug. There's plenty of videos out there on how to do that, but I'm not going to go down that path too much because there's too much other stuff out there just like it. But I wanted to cover how to test that spark plug under compression the same way the aviation industry does it for small aircrafts and that. They check the ohms and test the spark under compression to grade them before they put them back in the airplanes. So that's all I have for you now. Good luck, and I wish you have a good day. Thank you.